Okay, welcome to the Australian National Petanque Championships 2022. This is the women's 60-plus Principal final here at Novar Gardens. With me in the commentary box is Giselle Whittaker.
And I'm looking forward to this game. These women are both very strong players, and I have no idea which way it's going to go.
I agree. It should be a tight and interesting game. Both are excellent pointers. And Faye Hyde comes up with a very good first ball.
That's a great start. Oh, and Marianne responds accordingly.
She enjoyed that. Immediately marks the jack, which has moved, of course.
That's a good opener. Nice point. Nice shoot.
Real Faye shoot. Seems to be distracted by something.
Points in. Oh, what
That's
a great
great
point.
ball.
Tell you what, they've started off strong.
Certainly have, but not quite enough on that occasion. Oh, she does think she's got it.
And that looks like Marianne agrees.
Indeed.
Oh, but she's not going to let her have it for long.
Gives herself 2 points by the looks of things.
Well, this is a promising start to the game. Being closely observed by the umpire. These guys have done a magnificent job over the weekend. That's a nice straight point.
Again, not a bad ball, but not up to the standard of the first four in this game.
So Marianne with an opportunity here. Get that third one in. I think she might just be wide.
Looks like she will take 2 points.
In a singles game, a 2-point lead from the start is not a bad place to be.
A very good place to start. And the Petanque Federation of Australia have been a very good supporter and organiser of this tournament. And they'll be particularly pleased to see that a great start in the 60s plus final. Of course, this 60s plus market is a big one for petanque.
That point looks like it went well past the kosh. I'm not quite sure whether it went out of bounds. It does look like it. Oh, and that got an unusual bounce as well. But it's there.
So, Marianne Cajon, or Cajine. So her first ball did stay just in, and her second ball's gone a bit long.
There's an interesting curve on that. Looked like it was going to come in nicely and then just continued on its way. But the third ball has done the trick.
And she's now got 3 points on the ground.
That's a nice squash move. So how's Faye going to answer this one?
I was just about to say she can't be short, but does run the risk in the spot that the cosh is in of going over the string.
That followed that same curving line, just rolling off to the left.
She just want to give away 3 points here. Looks like that's exactly what she's done.
So Marianne will be pleased with that leap. And thank you to Hip Pocket Workwear and Safety for sponsoring this broadcast. It's fantastic to see these local businesses coming to the front and supporting this fantastic event.
So 5-0 to Marianne. A fantastic start.
It's probably a little bit shorter than she would have liked. Faye slowing the game down a little bit, giving herself that moment, which is going to be important. That's gone through. Is it holding?
Faye seems to think so. Marianne comes to have a look.
These two players from opposite sides of the country. Faye based in Western Australia and Marianne from New South Wales.
May have done enough.
Looks like we're up for a measure.
While this game is going on here, just in the background, you'll occasionally see the Women's Open final being played as well, between He Zhong Zhang and Sue Begley. So
That second ball by Marianne, just that fraction too short.
still, it's well positioned.
And that one's definitely not short. It's a nice ball, and she's got those two in front that will act as visual deterrents.
Marianne just a quicker player, happy to step into the circle and throw a ball.
She is. She seems to know exactly what she wants to do and steps right up to do it. It's a good ball, but not quite there. Nice line through the middle.
The wave of the arms there from Faye, suggesting it wasn't what she wanted.
Has it gone through?
The South Australian Petanque League, strong supporters of this event. Of course, all clubs in South Australia are likely to benefit from the publicity and the excitement of the event, the interest it has created, and of course it will be held here again next year, and hopefully all clubs will benefit again.
You can see now that's another point on the board for Marianne, and that's a pretty good point to start off this next end. It's really going to put the pressure on Faye.
Yes, she's definitely under the cosh, and it's a ball that she really needs to shoot or just choose to close up the end. What will she do?
She's gone with the shot. She's hit. She hasn't cleared it, but she has given herself space. Nice work, Faye. Unfortunately, hasn't capitalised on the space she made with that point. So it is going to cost her another ball.
She needs a good one. Marianne could be looking at another 3. And she's very disappointed in that one.
That's gone wide, giving Marianne an opportunity that she takes full advantage of.
Possibly not on that one.
I think that might be another 3 on the board. Yep. Looks
And
like
again, Marianne showing her quick style, step in the circle and take the shot. All captured on video by Clever Wombat.
So Marianne's jumped to an astonishing lead at this point.
And she seems very keen on keeping that lead. A great ball again. Immediate pressure back on Faye. It looks like a longish end.
And I will say, playing under lights, cameras, with people around, watching a game, it does add a whole new layer of pressure.
It certainly does.
Oh, and that's a nice point in by Faye.
That's a very good ball. And Marianne is more than capable of shooting this, if that's the option she chooses to take.
Ooh, that was not the result she was after. This might be the opportunity Faye's been waiting for. All she needs to do is come gently past that first ball to really capitalise on this opportunity. That looks like it may have pulled up. A little difficult to tell from this angle.
Looked like she was trying to put a bit of spin on that ball to avoid hitting the front ball and bring it around, but it ended up going fairly straight.
And that one has pulled up short, but she's on the board.
And she'd be a little bit frustrated with that, but a little bit relieved at the same time. Petanque Federation Australia, a broadcast sponsor, a great organisation, lots of volunteers putting in lots of time, and without them these events would not be possible. So thank you to them, and here we are back in the final. 9-1 to Marianne, and Faye to play. It's not a bad ball.
Well, Marianne's got a little bit too enthusiastic on that one. But she's adjusted well with that second ball.
Still an opportunity for Faye to take the initiative here. 9-1 down. Really needs to get a point or two if she can.
Good ball, just slightly wide. That one's drifted off to the left. This is a good opportunity for Marianne. Which she's taken.
So is that another two?
That little shrug of frustration. We've all been there.
We certainly have. But you won't be frustrated if you get your workwear and safety from Hip Pocket, one of our broadcast sponsors.
So Marianne on 11 now. The bull in front.
Of all the games currently on the piste, I think Faye is the only person not wearing a cap.
That looks like it may be there. Faye walking down to check. Yep, she's calling it. Looks like it may have gone a little long. Although, umpire coming to check. The light at this time of day, making it that little bit harder to judge these distances.
Marianne to play.
That looks like she's just Edged in, yes, she has.
She seemed to touch Faye's ball. I wonder whether that's pushed it out sufficiently to make it 2 points now.
That was coming on the right line and then just pulled up short. Through the gate. That's what she needs.
So it's a long road to hoe, but every point brings you closer to the final goal, which at this point is catch up and not allow Marianne to get the final 2 points and finish the game.
That's a fantastic overview of the piece at Novar Gardens Sports Club. It is definitely a premier facility with a few new pieces added this year.
Yeah, there's not that much room left to squeeze any more in now, I don't think.
Faye's first point is pulled up well short. Marianne putting a nice point just behind.
A lot of pressure on Faye now.
Has she done it?
It's a good ball, but it's a bit short, I think.
I think she's wishing it was just that half roll closer.
She'll be disappointed there. And Marianne, 11-2 up, 1 on the ground, needs 1 more point to finish the game.
Is that it?
Quickens the step just to have a look.
Marianne thinks that might be it.
It is
and
indeed.
it is.
Well, that was a very good performance by Marianne. Started well and just never let go. And Faye really struggled to get into the game. She'll be disappointed, but it was a great display by Marianne. And there's her husband. Very proud man, I'm sure. A great performance. Marianne puts lots of time and effort into the Wollongong Club, and it'd be very nice for her to take a trophy back.
And well done to both women, because it is a long weekend and those finals put an immense amount of pressure on all of our players.